Yeah, but he only ever played it on Xbox because he wanted to play as Spawn. Ow, the ultimate edge.
It really is.
Just the prototypical edge.
Look, am I really any better? I got Soul Calibur 2 because it had Link in it.
Same.
And then I just ended up playing a lot more of it.
It was what, Yoda on PS2?
I don't remember.
I don't remember if it was Yoda or if it was Darth Vader.
I think that was a later one. I feel like the three... It was Xbox got Spawn, GameCube got Link,
Oh no,
PS2 got Yoda.
It was Heihachi from Tekken.
Was it Heihachi?
Heihachi
Oh, it
from
was.
Tekken. It was
Right.
Soul Calibur 3 or 4 that had the whole Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I will have to listen to that later. But yeah, I played a lot of Shanghua and Keelake. I feel like I tried to get better at, oh my god, why am I blanking on his name? Siegfried?
I'm trying to remember what character I played into. I love the fact that there's a character named Lizard Man in that series.
There's some weird ass. Like, in 2, there was basically the randomizer was this weird eyeball monster. Do you remember that, Jenna?
Oh, faintly. It's been so long.
It was like, if you wanted to randomize a character, you could choose the eyeball character and it would just randomly be another character, but it still looked like this weird eyeball monster wireframe thing.
Yeah. God, so long ago.
I know. Oh yeah, I never played against anyone when it came to... That was before I was anything of anything. I think I was the only person in my area, or the only person I knew aside from Jenna who had played Soul Calibur 2 around that time. So I didn't really have...
Yeah, that was a pretty casual era for me as well for fighting games.
Yeah, I only ever played them with friends. Like, I was the only one that owned any of that crap, but I'd bring it to them. And of course, because, I'm the one that owned the game. I was the only one that knew how to play it, so it's not like I was any level of competitive crap going on there. Not that I'd want it to be.
Man, I remember the days when I played so much of the original Smash Brothers.
So much.
So much.
Yeah.
Now that was a time in my life when I could fucking destroy people because, again, I'm the one that owns this shit. I'll bring it places. I'd bring it to like the frickin' Boys and Girls Club I used to go to, and it was always a slaughter. Except far less one-sided.
It's really funny, like, so that, but with my brother.
Yep.
But then now the tables have turned. How the tables have tabled because now Julian's really good, and I'm just like, I can't keep up with you anymore, guy. You go and do your thing. So
he got legit. It's great. I love it.
And I feel bad because I know he likes to play games with me, but I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't play Smash with you. Because you'll just continue to wreck me. And he understands that, I think. But
yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like, that's the problem with getting into competitive Smash, especially, is that suddenly nobody wants to play Smash with you. Like, this is a documented issue. And kind of the same is true for, a lot of these games where there's a high skill ceiling and you can do a lot of work to get really good at them. Because, like, I would bring up, hey, let's play some Street Fighter, and Colin was the only one who could even come close, so I ended up, like, fighting people with my feet in Street Fighter, which is really dumb. At one point, I beat someone with only using my face.
What?
And that was when I realized that I should stop playing Street Fighter because this is really dumb. With that group of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like at a certain point, like, as long as I can block and then punch, I can kind of kick people's butts. If they don't know how to block, whoops. I don't know. Just very low. There's such a range on those skill sets, right?
Well, hey, I'm still really bad at blocking.
Yeah, you're like fucking light years ahead of some of the people in the group when it comes to fight games.
It's only because I had Guilty Gear I feel like because I had Guilty Gear to fiddle around with for so long.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't play against anybody, I at least played against the NPCs. And that was enough to be like, yeah, I should probably be blocking. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's this weird thing where you have to, like, you have to learn why not blocking isn't working for you, and also, like, what you need to stop doing.
A miserable little pile of inputs. Sorry.
Really just hold back, but yeah. No, like, it's this situation where it's just like, it's so tempting to just, I'll just attack before they do, but that's not always gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you get punished really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you just kind of gotta, oh my god, the moment that moment where your brother was just like, how do you keep hitting me as soon as I drop my shield? I was laughing so hard, and I sent him the logo to Goodreads, and I was just like, I'm a bad person. Oh god.
Guys, blocking is OP.
It's true. It's true. If you're, like, So, real talk here, like, I was trying to level up Colin, which occasionally he's totally down with, and occasionally he gets really frustrated with. But, like, I was trying to level up Colin once, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to touch a button. I'm going to try to block everything you do for an entire round. And, like, your job is to get past my block. And he, like, he had so much trouble with that. And I'm just, like, giving him pointers where it's like, this is, like, really bad because you know that I'm not going to poke out of this. But you can just safely do all of these things in this situation. Mm-hmm. And then I shifted to, okay, I'm only ever going to use my light punch and block. Like, once he finally started actually mixing things up and, like, throwing and shit. And it was ridiculous. And
hey, Jenna.
I wish Colin would play more fight games with me.
Hey, Jenna. Guess what I'm drawing?
What?
Glasses.
Yes, glasses.
Except what is Yugi hair? I don't even know.
A mystery is what it is.
Also, did you want to use the sleep, Jenna? I know, but...
So maybe. What glasses?
What glasses? I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep you awake. Had these references open for a reason. I feel like if Julian were to get into a different fighting game, he would do well.
I think so. I mean, kid's got... And he also has drive, which is something that a lot of people don't have. Like, I know that he watches videos and stuff like that to, like, learn what other people are doing. And, you know, each time I've fought him, he's played differently, which is not true for a lot of players. Like, even players who are trying to get better, it's like they settle into a style. But he's kind of forced me to play differently each time I fought him, which is pretty nice. A good sign for him, like, if he was ever actually interested in getting into a competitive scene, Smash or otherwise, I think. To be actually willing to involve.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he was expressing a little interest in Street Fighter, but...
Street Fighter is a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy Street Fighter. I cannot play Street Fighter with a gamepad I can't do it. Like, a lot of people can, and he probably could because he's very proficient at Smash on a gamepad, but I can't do motions on anything but a stick. And I'm not great at motions on a stick, which is why I played a charge character, and now I don't have that crutch. It was a good moment. Like, one of the people I most respect as a player. You remember the Calabio twins, right?
Yes, I do believe.
Yeah. So I was playing one of them, and I respect them. They played a lot of Street Fighter back in the day, so they're pretty decent. And I was playing one of them at 5 for a couple of extended sets, and I hadn't put a lot of time into it, and he had. And so, like, I was playing this extended set, and kind of holding my own. Like, it was this situation where I kept going 1-2 and getting him close, but he ended up beating me, like, first to 10. It was like 10-3 or 10-4, right? Like, it wasn't close, but almost every set was close, which is, I felt pretty good considering he'd spent more time with the game than I had. And he basically commented at the end that he was scared of when I learned combos. Because apparently I was more patient than he was happy with playing against somebody. Like, I was just, like, actually getting these punishes off, and it's like, oh yeah, if you could actually do more than 10% damage on a punish, you would be beating me. And it's like, oh, that's actually a really nice compliment. I don't know if that's true, but that's a really nice thing to say. Oh my gosh. I've actually optimized a lot, Like, now I don't, like... I mean, I still miss a lot. I don't have crouching light kick into standing light punch into crouching medium kick into spinning bird kick or whatever that combo is. I don't have, like, the not even that hard link combos in there. But I do have, like, oh hey, I got the medium kick, crouching medium kick. Well, I know I can at least combo that into more damage and a knockdown, which is good. And then we've got an Oki set up. Fighting games, yeah. I've also stopped trying to use the crouching hard kick sweep that Chun-Li has, which is just literally punishable by the entire cast on block. Like, all of the hard knockdown sweeps are now punishable at most ranges by the entire cast, which I think is a really smart decision from a design standpoint, but it also took a crutch of mine away from me.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, but already Farrah's looking a little too pretty for his own good.
Is there such a thing as too pretty when it comes to the Pharaoh?
Probably not.
It's impossible.
How are things with you otherwise, though, Kayan? How's the BEPs? The BEPs? Nice, nice. I'm sorry I haven't had much the time to play. I really like to keep playing. Oh. the whole reason I haven't streamed in a while was like I had to go to. I was traveling, and then my computer's one of its hard drives died, so I had to go send it to get repaired, which is fun.
Jeez.
Whoops, there's an earthquake.
Oh gosh.
Thank you.
On your end?
Yep,
Oh gosh.
nothing big. Like, not even... like, barely worth noticing.
It's been a while since I've felt an earthquake.
Aftershocks. Big enough to cause aftershocks, okay. I can respect that.
Oh gosh.
That was maybe what, a 4-4? If it was like Gilroy-ish. Assuming it was around Gilroy, that was probably a 4-4. USGS. Let's see. Luckily, I don't live in. I don't live in a liquefaction zone. It's much more likely that Oakland, where our colo is, will fall into the ocean.
I like how you put that as when, not if.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
it's inevitable.
Yeah,
We've seen enough disaster movies to know what's what.
Like, if anybody's
It'll
gonna
happen.
fall into the ocean, it's going to be where I am, honestly.
No, do not go
I
to the
mean, technically speaking, I think I'm actually closer to the fault line than you are. I want to say that the fault line is a little bit further east of LA than it is of Mountain View. Because it kind of like goes almost under the bay, I think.
Yeah, I'm not very...
You might actually be closer to the water, though, so maybe you would fall first.
Yeah, I'm fairly close to the ocean, so, you know.
You know what? I think I'm actually on the east side of the fault line. Now that I'm looking at this USGS survey map, I think that it actually goes up the peninsula, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of hilarious. I did not know that about this. Good times. Good times. What time is it UTC? It's not that. UTC.
So, I don't know why Pharaoh's looking kind of smug-ass.
Because he's the pharaoh?
I mean, besides
It him?
that.
It him.
But I will now apply glasses to him, I guess.
I can't remember. Were you on campus when that 6.8 hit or 7.1 or whatever? I think it was downgraded to a 6.8.
I'm not sure. When was it?
I feel like it was our last year. Maybe before. Maybe the year before that.
Do you have like a...
Yeah, because somebody made a game about it in the game dev class, but not in your quarter of the game dev class, I don't think.
Do you remember
I
what
think that
time
was
of the year?
I don't. I don't, but I remember where I was when it was happening
Night,
because I was
Ken.
sitting.
Thanks for
I can.
watching.
I can.
I was at an IEEE lab on like the fourth floor of one of the engineering buildings, and it had a good sway to it. It was a good time.
Oh god.
And there were a whole bunch of people who were not native Californians who were, like, freaking out and like getting under the lab tables and everything. It's like there's nothing above us aside from like really solid ceiling that I'm just not even like this is not even going to touch this building because this building was built in California. I'm just gonna keep soldering. Like
Casually soldering while earthquake. Yes.
like literally people freaking out. I'm like, guys, chillax. This is actually a decent one, but nah, just don't even worry about it.
I'm trying to think of what style glasses Farrah would have.
Oh god, what?
just a second. Oh no, I put that on the wrong layer. Hang on.
What did I feel there? That's weird. I would have expected this to have been reported, and it wasn't.
Harry Potter glasses.
Okay, I saw you start doing the round lenses, and I was like, "Are you putting fucking gag glasses on the Pharaoh?" Oh my god!
Oh no!
That was where my brain went.
Wait.
Now you gotta. A masterpiece.
Okay, I guess I'm saving this one in a separate thing. Actually, literally, I could just save that layer. Okay, yeah. I can't fucking believe.
I'm sorry, but also I'm really not sorry.
Okay, but for real, what kind of style glasses are you have?
I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about glasses styles.
Neither do I. And I fucking wear them.
Well, a week from now, I'm potentially gonna have to fucking learn.
Yeah. One of us. One of us.
Maybe.
Glasses ain't that bad.
No, it's frankly, if I could fucking read words again, that would be nice.
That would be good. I would like for you to be able to read words. Reading words is good.
So I've heard.
And also, like, just less headaches. I don't know if you get headaches from my strain, but, like, when I have a bad prescription, I certainly do, so.
I don't know if it's eye strain, but I've always suffered from migraines and crap, so that probably ain't changing a lot. But
yeah. Eye strain might not be helping, though, so.
No.
Fingers crossed it helps.
Me.
IDK.
Fantastic.
Kind of squarish long glasses are kind of in style right now, I guess.
That's fucking hipster.
They're good style.
It's true.
I just got my eyes checked and there was no difference, but I need new glasses anyway because these things, the frames, I guess I could just get new lenses for these frames technically. But I don't know.
I think I need new frames, yeah. In fact, I might need new lenses too, just because these ones got a little scratched up accidentally.
No.
Well, I mean, you generally can't use the same lenses with new frames unless you get the exact same frames.
Right.
Because they gotta be shaped to the lens shape of the frames and blah blah blah, and also interpupillary distance must be matched. That's like the weirdest part. If you don't have any axial aspect, like if you're not astigmatic, then the IPD doesn't matter nearly as much. But if you're like, if you have a terrible astigmatism like I do, like it's like vital that you center your lenses correctly. Which is why I'm kind of pissed because my ophthalmologist did not give me my IPD when they frickin' measured my eyes. So now I have to have an optometrist do that.
When you say stigmatism, that's like the football shape thing, right?
Yeah, astigmatism is oblongness of the eyeball.
Okay, then I have
and
that too.
it creates, just like nearsightedness or farsightedness, it creates it is a range, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's also an angle. Basically, there's like a deflection angle and a deflection amount is how it's measured. And so my eyes are like they're like 178 or something. Like, so they're only slightly off, but they're slightly off angle, but they're like really badly. Also, it's weird. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it.
Also, I think this came out pretty well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
So this has to do with Persona crossovers because of course.
Of course.
but no.
It's hard. Look at his dumb face. It's thoroughly difficult.
I can't do it when it's being clipped. I gotta move you down. It's not working in my favor tonight. It's okay.
Cat. It's difficult.
The point was the glasses.
Yes.
Okay, that works. Sure. Having that recent book in front of me that I bought is helpful.
Mm. Yeah.
Gosh, Kaiba has negative 200% chill. It's just in the negatives now.
His chill cannot even be spotted by a microscope of, like, infinite power.
Can't even be spotted from... I don't even know.
Magic space telescopes cannot locate his chill.
I might have to sleep.
Yeah, I think I might have to call it too.
Yeah.
It late.
It hella late.
Sorry for keeping you up so long.
No.
It just sounds
That's not how this works.
No, it's just... You sound so sleepy, Jenna.
I know, but it's okay. I'm fine.
Pat.
But glasses.
Glasses. I'll draw Yugi later.
Yes.
So I doubt anyone else is in chat currently, but if you are, thank you for watching. And hopefully I can get back to a normal-ish stream schedule. Normal for me. It's alright. Good night, everyone.
Night stream.